What if they don't do anything? What if nothing changes? Matty P, the OC. So we're back. Another episode of the Dan and Ninko Show, episode number 85. And this
Not much to talk about.
This is a sad episode. You know why it's sad? Because they're going to be looking for a new head coach soon.
Oh, stop it.
The New England Patriots. You don't see Mr. Kraft coming in saying, hey, Bill, yeah, I'm sorry. You're fired. No, that's not happening. Bill's not going to be fired.
He already said in the press conference he was coming back.
Of course
you know
is.
it. You know as well as anybody else.
He is.
It's Bill's choice if he comes back.
Yeah, no, yeah. But
Kraft's
guess
not
what?
going to fire Bill.
But, I mean, he doesn't want to spend any money on the players, but the players...
Who doesn't want to spend the money?
Bill? He gets kicked
back.
back.
Not by that. What they talked about in that press conference.
So it's Mr. Kraft that's not spending the money. So is that a shot? Is that a shot at Mr. Kraft? It's a shot?
I have a theory of kind of what happened for the season. I think it was a big thing to Kraft. You know, like, hey, basically, I have the 28th highest cash spending payroll, and I got you the 14th best team. Like, I think he set up to do this year to get Kraft to pay this year.
You think?
Yeah. Why else would you bring that up in that press conference?
Why would you make Matty P your OC?
Because I think it was like, hey, if you're not going to let me spend any money,
they did. They spent a ton of money.
They're the either 27th or 29th highest
over
or lowest.
Yeah, over a couple years,
over 3 years of cash spending. Because the thing is, the salary cap's the salary cap. You can't look like when people say they have one of the highest spends on wide receivers, they don't. It's what the cap hit is, because like Nelson Aguilar's cap hit was $17 million this year because they deferred some money off into it and everything. He didn't get paid $17.5 million.
All right, so before we get into this, we got to dive into the Patriots' loss in Buffalo.
You jinxed them.
First of all,
you fucking jinxed them.
First of all, we knew that this game was basically an impossible feat.
Did?
Yeah, with the Hamlin and the 3 and everyone in the pregame hoopla, you knew that this game was basically not going to win. You're not going to go in there and beat the Buffalo Bills. First of all, because the Buffalo Bills are a better team, and then everything that they've been dealing with, they go out there. It was a good fight. I mean, they put up a good fight. Mac Jones looked good. He looked better.
He looked good. He looked really good. Like really good.
Right when I said they looked good, he threw an interception.
Pats looked decent, and then at 2:48 p.m. and at 2:49 p.m. was the pick.
I feel like we need to have a Patriot Forever beer game day, just because we're not going to be. But it's going to be a while before we see him on game day.
Yeah,
out of the playoffs.
I think they're going to be.
I had these in the back of the truck, so they might be a little shaken.
But you don't think though that the game has like a silver lining to it that
I love Cisco.
You take away 2 kick returns for touchdowns, which are actually. That's a lot easier to fix than, like, say, your defense sucking or can't stop anybody. Like, their defense, that was one of the best games they've played against Josh Allen since he has ascended into one of the top quarterbacks.
Had to punt
multiple times, and they got some picks on him and everything. But, like, all the Mac haters...
These are good.
Yeah, it's good beer. But all the Mac haters, though, they can't see that... Look at the difference between Josh Allen and Mac Jones on the side of throwing the ball up, right? When that ball got thrown up by Josh Allen, it was caught. When Mac Jones throws the ball down the field...
Throwing the ball up.
When he throws the ball, right?
He throws it 50 yards on the run.
I understand that. But, like, Mac Jones throws a ball, on a dime to Devontae Parker and hits him in the face.
Yeah, that's bad.
But it's been that all season, though.
I think
Thornton with big drops. I
think he's still concussed.
Who? Oh, Devontae Parker.
Yeah,
he had a big game, though. He looked good. I mean, other than that ball hitting him in the face. That was going to be a major gain. That was going to be a big... That was a big throw. Play.
Like, you can't get better than, like, literally hitting you in the face.
But the thing is, offensively...
is that bad?
I actually don't think they're that far away offensively. They need 2 tackles, or at least 1 tackle, and then maybe you can move Trent Brown back to right tackle. They got to fix the blocking scheme because it sucks. They changed it. Go back to the old blocking scheme.
They're not going back to the old blocking scheme.
Well, it all depends on who the coordinator is going to be.
It ain't going to be Matty B. What if it is?
I don't know.
What are you going to do? You'd be upset.
Yeah, you have to be, don't you?
I think that
If it's Matty P, Mac Jones.
I think
won't
the
play.
ownership pushed that like thing out to all the season ticket holders.
No, I got it. I got it. Like
I know
8
they
o'clock in the
did that
morning.
early so they could just get you ready for Matty P being the OC next year.
No, because they said there's going to be major changes.
Yeah, like they're gonna put Joe Judge as the special teams coordinator.
Matty P.
Cam, the special teams coordinator, is going to go be an assistant. He's still going to be on the team. Like they're not going to fire anybody.
Well, they're not going to fire
Nobody's leaving the organization.
Well, you could have like Mayo that leaves the organization.
I don't. If Mayo leaves the organization, bad look by the Pats. Bad look by the Pats. If Mayo walks, but you basically had a guy that played for you, understands the Patriot way, understands the mentality, and was coached by Bill. Now he's coaching with Bill, under Bill, and he has the opportunity to be the OC here.
DC.
Sorry, I'm thinking the offensive coordinator is what they need really badly, which they do. The DC here, but Steve has that job. They're not going to replace Steve. They're not going to move Steve. Steve's
But will they
the coach's,
fix it? Will they fix it
that's
with
the
just
coach's
paying,
son. How are you going to replace Steve? You're not going to do that.
Will they fix it just by paying him a lot of money?
No, because then that takes you. No.
they will.
Mayo has already made a lot of money. Mayo has made $45 million. He has more money than every single coach except for Bill Belichick.
But the thing is with Mayo, right? Say they get him to come back in the same role, pay him a little bit more money.
No, he wants to climb the ladder.
I know he wants to climb the ladder, but if he comes back here, right, and does the same exact thing, doesn't he get the shot at a head coach?
He already had that.
I know.
Now he's taking a step back after this year.
But I'm saying is like they're talking about him going to the Browns to go be the DC. Does that really further his career to be a head coach?
You can't go.
So the only way he
should
leaves,
not go to the Browns.
But the only way he leaves is if he gets a head coaching job. It's the only way he leaves.
No,
that's what I think.
I think that somebody could offer him $1 million a year. You're not going to pay Mayo $1 million to be a linebackers coach.
I think they will.
I don't think they will.
I think they need the leadership part of it.
Especially
if McCourty and Slater are gone.
I think they need to focus on the offense because the defense looks dang good, and I think the young players are going to get better.
You got like Jack Jones that was supposedly talking back to Bill, not showing up to his rehab. It's not a good sign.
Jack Jones, that ain't the way to stick around.
The thing is, I hate the narrative now that Bill's lost it with the players because of that. But Jack Jones, the reason why he fell in the draft was for those concerns. It's not.
What about Bailey though? What's up with that? What's up with the punter?
I think he wanted that he was basically cleared to come back, and he said no.
How?
That's the only thing that makes any sense.
Well, they suspended him. Now they can go get his money because he had a fully guaranteed contract.
Yeah, and he sucked. I mean, it was the worst special teams you've ever seen of a Patriots team.
No, if they had Bailey to kick off, they wouldn't have had to worry about their kickoff returns because they'd be touchbacks.
I mean, you give
the
up
problem
kick returns for a touchdown in the same game.
No, that's bad. That's really bad.
They had, I think, didn't they have like 2 or 3 blocked punts this year too? 3 or like major parts of a game getting punts blocked.
I want to say that I heard a stat that over the last 20 years they've had 3 total kickoff returns for touchdowns.
For the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all in the last like 2 years, 3 years.
And they had 3 this year.
Yeah.
They've had 6. No, I think it was
the blocked
they had
punts
6.
you're talking about.
No, I'm saying kickoff returns for touchdowns. They had 6 total returns in the whole time.
Since
that
like
Bill's
2000.
Yeah.
And 3
were this year.
Yeah. And it was something like the block punts were huge too. It was like they've had like 5 or 6 block punts and 3 were this year.
I think I gave up a block punt one year. I can't remember. I think I did. I think I blocked the guy. I watched them
get right by you.
Yeah. I block him like, you think he's going to get it? And he got it. I was like, damn it. That sucked.
But there was a silver lining in that game though, because they offensively and defensively, they played well enough to beat the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. If they didn't spot them 14 points on the kickoff return.
But the thing is, the whole narrative, right, has been we need to close the gap between the Patriots and the Bills. But you don't. I think the gap is closing though.
I don't.
I do.
I don't. Like the gap the gap is offense right now. The gap is quarterback play. The gap is receiver weapons. Like, you look at the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen scramble out of the pocket and throw the ball 60 yards on a dime. But I'm just saying, like, they need to literally start over offensively.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm talking like if Billy O comes in, everything you did last year, like the first meeting, you need to say everything that we did last year.
Yeah, we're not want to do any of this.
Just dump it in a trash can.
I agree with that. Like, I thought you were talking about the people.
No, I'm talking like anything that they did. Yeah. Everything. I'm talking everything. Take it and throw it away.
But the thing is, from some of the stuff you've seen with some of the players have, right? They've got really good running backs.
They do have good running backs.
They have a very good interior offensive line.
Strange? You like Strange?
I like Strange. Played well towards the end of the year. He'll put on some weight.
First round pick on Strange?
I think he's going to be fine. I think he'll be fine.
Still a crazy pick.
I think their receivers are good. I think that you have the ability right now to solidify your receivers by going out and trading for DeAndre Hopkins.
No, he's too old.
He's 31.
He's old. He's like
Moss.
He just served how many? Like
32?
No. They need to draft someone in the draft that turns out to be.
Can't.
How can they not?
Because you got to take a tackle in the draft. I've already thought about
pay a tackle.
Who they need to take in the draft, but they can't. And he'll be right there when they pick is Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame.
No, you know who's going to be a beast? The tight end for the Georgia Bulldogs. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, but he's a sophomore. He's not.
I know, but I'm saying like that kid is
Brock Bowers.
He could be a first rounder right now.
Yeah.
He would be a first round pick right now. Yep. If he came out right now, he'd be a first round pick. I would pick him in my no matter where I was. I'd be like, oh, that kid, I want him. He's like 6'5".
Michael Myers though is big, but he's a complete tight end. He can catch, block.
Dude, that kid from Georgia is
the kid from Notre Dame is good, but there's some really good tackles out there though this year. The kid from Georgia looked real good.
You almost need two tackles.
Yeah, but I think what you have to do is you have to sign a tackle and draft a tackle.
Because is Trent gone? Is he?
He still has 1 year left, but I don't think there's much guarantee. I think you can cut him and basically.
And then on the other side,
Wynn is gone.
He's done, right?
Yeah, they declined his 5th year option.
So he doesn't have he's free agent.
Yeah, but there's some good right tackles out there. So if you draft a good left tackle, pay a right tackle.
That's my nose.
Your line solidified.
Is my nose bleeding?
No.
I get bloody noses in the winter.
And I'm telling you, get Hopkins and then a new OC. I mean, it could be real good.
No. Hopkins
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
He still is.
Yeah.
He I think he played in 7 games this year. 800 yards.
How about a 25 or 6-year-old good receiver?
The problem is though, what you have to give up way too much for that. You know who? How come everybody else? The free agent wide receivers are this year. There's fucking.
How come everybody else can just win on a draft and go get a guy that's just a freak?
They don't though. That's just the perception.
The Steelers don't win on receivers.
The Steelers are good at receivers.
Yeah, really good.
But you say the same that the Patriots are great at cornerbacks.
I want a receiver.
But I'm just saying, everybody has their specialty. I mean, the receiver I'd want to get is somebody that I think Mac Jones would want to have is Deontay Johnson, the kid from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll let him go. They might.
What a terrible national championship that was.
Yeah.
Oh my
joke.
Gosh.
It was a joke.
65-7?
Yeah.
What do you do when you're sitting there at halftime? You're like, how much money did I just puke away here?
It was crazy because the final 4 games before that were really good. They were really good games.
They screwed that up, man. Everyone was just like, oh, we messed this up.
That was awful.
Why did TCU get the 3 seed? It should have been the 4.
That receiver from TCU looks really good, though. Quentin Williams or something like that. He looks really good.
It's so crazy. Do you think that Georgia quarterback, he's 35 years old? But
he's older than Lamar Jackson.
He's old.
He's 26 or 27 years old.
How are you that old?
Because you like red shirt and walking on and everything like that.
He looks like he could be a teacher or something. He does not look like an athlete.
I think he's 2 years older than Mac Jones.
I don't know.
Mac Jones will be entering his 3rd year.
They held him back in kindergarten twice, and then he transferred twice. And
I think he's at his 6th year of college.
Do you think that kid plays in the NFL?
He'll play in the NFL. Like, he'll get drafted.
Like where? How high you think?
6th round, 7th round.
2-time national champ? You don't think he's like got something there, or he's just too small? He looks tiny.
Yeah. Who
looks
the hell's
little.
going to take him that early? Quarterbacks either
How
go...
is he not even on the radar, though, of like a 1st or a 2nd round pick? He's good, right? Stetson Bennett? Isn't he good?
I don't know if he's that good.
I mean, he looks fast. I don't know.
You want to draft him in the 1st or 2nd round?
He just looks very like frail. Like you could kill him. Like,
yeah,
you
the
could
thing is,
break him.
everybody's trying to look for the next Josh Allen, which people don't understand.
Dude, that guy's a big guy.
I know, but everybody looks at it and they're like, "Well, look, you just draft a big quarterback like Josh Allen." Do you know what the success rate
Patriots
of that is?
drafted a big quarterback, Ryan Mallett.
I know
That guy.
Remember, Jamarcus Russell went number 1 overall,
Oh yeah,
and he was a very big quarterback, especially afterwards.
made a lot of money, but didn't invest.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of always something on that side of it. But all the people that are now with the Patriots trying to talk about like they need to get rid of Mac Jones, it's the craziest thing to me. I don't understand it. What are you going to do? What are your options?
No, you can't get rid of Mac Jones. I like Mac Jones. When I was on Greg Hill's show this morning, they were asking me about all this stuff about Mac Jones. Do you think he's capable? I still think Mac Jones is capable. Like, you look at his rookie season, he was very good. You look at the second season, he regressed. I don't blame that on Mac Jones.
No, you can't.
I put the majority of the blame on the new protection system that they put in place in the offensive line. You can't win if you're getting hit. That's not going to help you.
It seems like every
Matty
series...
didn't help him. The Patriot organization did not help Mac Jones. They hurt him badly. The fan base, you freaking fans, zappy. You didn't help him either.
Well, that's the thing is,
freaking spoiled brats.
We had that clip up last week where I talked about that.
You ever get a cuff? You ever get cuffed in the head?
No.
Captain Insano was going to be here, but I had the flu. So
he's
sick.
coming now?
Yeah, that's why we didn't go to the Buffalo game. My boss, my wife, was like, "You're not going to the Buffalo game. What the hell are you talking about?" I was like, "All right." And then I actually came home from New York. Came home from New York, felt like shit. Shit myself, vomited myself. Fever. Didn't feel great.
Oh, fever.
What the
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm not contagious.
Breaking news, Tua just got ruled out for this weekend.
Yeah, he's got a concussed. The freaking coconut's been rattled a million times. How did you not think that Tua wouldn't play? Like, everyone's like, well, he might play. Like, dude, the guy fell down, hit his head, and was concussed.
Might not play next year.
He needs to be done.
I think
he needs to be done.
He'll try to give it a shot.
He needs to, because it's money. That's why he's going to have the opportunity to make $40 to $50 million.
He'll give it a shot. He's
going to give it a shot, but it's not the right. I don't think it's the. I don't like it because the kid is so young and he's taken 3 in 1 year. Like, it's a bad deal. And obviously, maybe the way he falls or the way that he. Like most quarterbacks, like, he hits the back of his head 3 times. He hit the back of his head every time.
Falling like this.
Like, how do you fall that way? Like, he's just like, he threw the
ball.
He threw the ball and turned all the way around and hit the back of his head.
Like, you just get your arm out to brace.
My 6-year-old does that he does that on the bed. I'm like, stop hitting your head. But I don't know. Bad deal.
All right, on the Mac Jones thing, you kind of went into that.
If I'm Mac Jones, I want to leave. If I'm Mac Jones, I want to leave.
I think it's 50-50. I think he wants to leave if Matt Patricia is going to be the coordinator.
I don't.
He has complete support. All the reports
from
say
who?
From his teammates, from the players.
That's it. Fan base? No.
Well, the fan base is terrible.
Coaching staff? Bill didn't seem to be so supportive.
We had a lot of comments about it. We talked about it last week about how, the fans are terrible. They fucking help ruin them and everything by chanting Zappy. And there was a bunch of comments like, they don't listen to the fans and all that. But yet Jacoby Myers, you hear his exit, like his last interview, he's like, Mac Jones overcame so much from being hurt to then, having another quarterback's name chanted on the field because he made one bad pass. And, they get that. They don't want to play somewhere where the fans are just fucking dumb, first of all, by chanting this fucking guy's name. Zappy.
They're just spoiled.
Yeah.
You know, I was washing the car yesterday. Okay, just a quick story on just washing the car. I was washing Paige's car. The kids were in the car playing around, and the little like console has like a little thing that you can push in and out. And it was out, and I said, "Hey Via, can you close that for me?" And she took her shoe, went bang, and I went, "Hey, don't do that. You gotta like have some respect for the things that I've worked for." And she looks at me and she's like, What are you talking about? I'm like, you're spoiled. You don't know. She doesn't know. She's just like, yeah,
that's what it is.
Whatever. I'll just scuff this up. Who cares?
Yeah, it's Patriots fans.
They're spoiled.
Well,
you don't get it. Like when I was a kid, this is the thing. I would get a pair of shoes. I'd get one pair of shoes for the school year. I'd wrap them in paper towel. I'd put them in my book bag. I'd wear my last year's pair to school. Then I'd get to school. I'd take them out, unwrap them, put them on, keep them mint for the season, for the school year. Then after the school year, next one. Because Captain Insano only got me one pair of shoes a year.
You didn't outgrow them? The ones that you were wearing?
I don't know if that's a true story, but the wrapping them in paper towel is true. But then I did outgrow them. So maybe I had a couple.
Yeah.
Pairs.
I can't wait to get Captain Insano.
Oh,
he gets, we bought this motherfucker 5 pairs a year.
He gets so pissed off. Because I always talk about, one time he bought a catcher's mitt from Played Against Sports. And like every time I talk about baseball, I'm like, yeah, remember that glove you bought me? It was like used. He's like, that was for me. That was just to catch for you. And he gets all pissed off.
Then he'd have to walk away. No, the fans are spoiled because what are your options if you don't have? If you say, okay, we're gonna hit the reset button, we're getting a new quarterback. What are your options? Your options are Derek Carr,
bring back Tom Brady.
Yeah, I know Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo, or draft a quarterback. And people are like, well, just draft a quarterback. Like, okay, that's fucking easy. Look at the New York Jets.
A rookie.
Look at the New York Jets. They've had like the number one.
Look at
how many top 3 quarterbacks of the? Yeah.
Look at the Browns.
Yeah. Everybody drafts these top quarterbacks. They don't.
They basically drafted Manziel, and then drafted the Manziel 2.0 and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, but before that, they drafted a bunch. It happens all the time. I mean, you look around the NFL. There's very few quarterbacks that were like top 5 picks that are the starters. I mean, look, if you go through the NFL right now, right? Josh Allen was like 10th.
Yeah.
Tua was top 5, and it's his 3rd year, and he's just become something. The Jets took
garbage.
What's his name?
Darnold. The before it was Wilson. It was Darnold.
Yeah.
Garbage.
And now it's Wilson, but that's 2 top 3 picks.
Garbage.
Yeah. The Bengals drafted Burrow, which worked out.
What's up with Burrow? You like Burrow? Remember you said he was overrated?
I think he actually kind of is overrated.
Oh, my God. Remember you take him over
I didn't
Mac
say
Jones?
that. I said there's not enough on Mac Jones yet. There's not enough to see yet.
Who would you take right now, Burrow or Mac Jones?
Burrow. As of like this second. Who knows what it'll be next year?
I think I'd take Burrow over Allen.
Yeah,
I think I would take Burrow over Josh Allen.
I would do that. I agree with you.
Because he doesn't take care of the football. Like
That's
another instance of Josh Allen, that interception.
To McCourty, it was just...
To Dev. It's like middle of the field.
Nobody was there. He would have had a couple other picks. But you go back through. Lamar Jackson was the end of a first-round pick. The Steelers don't have anybody right now. The Browns have drafted so many top 5 quarterbacks, and they finally just ended up paying a criminal all the money in the world because they can't do anything.
Bad deal.
Jacksonville got a good quarterback in their last draft. The Titans have
nobody.
I don't know who their other quarterback is.
They're looking. Jimmy G maybe.
The Colts, they've done well with quarterbacks recently. I mean, they had Andrew Luck, that was a high pick.
If you're Billy O, wouldn't you rather go to like Tennessee than New England?
Who's your quarterback in Tennessee, though?
Jimmy G.
But who are your receivers?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you get Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry gets hurt a lot because he's just a workhorse, and he's kind of a freak build. Like, so, I mean, he's going to get hurt.
Like, when you look at Vrabel, doesn't he kind of look like...
I won't be surprised if Vrabel's gone.
They can't. They just... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, because look at... I got a freaking problem with this. Kingsbury,
signed to an extension?
Are you fucking kidding me? You give him an extension, he's gonna make a salary until 2027.
Yeah.
It's 2023.
It's like $5 or $6 million a year, I think, right?
5, 6. What?
Yeah.
2027.
Yep.
His
Guaranteed.
ass is going to be sitting in Arizona, freaking in his pad. We've all seen it in the draft. He was sitting there like, hey, check my shit out. I got my fireplace going in Arizona. 2027?
Yeah.
And a player can't get a guaranteed contract, but these bum-ass coaches can get them.
Well, look at
Freaking
Hackett.
sucks, man.
Hackett didn't even make it a year.
Can't even hack it.
He didn't even make it a year. That's what it's going to be, though, as they keep hiring and hiring and
Well,
hiring. and hiring.
I personally think Russell Wilson's. I wouldn't go to Denver.
Sean Payton's talking about it.
Don't go there, Sean. Don't go to Denver. You can't fix Russell Wilson. You can't fix him. He's gone.
Well, you're screwed with the cap, too, and
No,
everything.
he's gone. Like, there's something. Like, the guy, you just watch him. Like, he's, standing at the logo. Like, making sure the camera's on him. Like, dude, give me a break,
Call
man.
out, pass or run. Pass or run. Call out, pass or run.
Come on, guys. Hey, come on. Hey, come on, guys. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Shut up.
Yeah.
Why don't you throw a touchdown?
Well, Pete Carroll just proved it, right? Because he took Geno Smith.
Yeah. Playoffs.
Yeah.
It's a weird year this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, where you got a bunch
It's like
of teams that are
mediocre.
good.
Was it just mediocrity? I feel like people are just like, you know what? We don't have to be as great. Let's just be mediocre. We'll just be 500 and we'll still make millions. Like these coaches, who's really that good?
Yeah, there's not many. I mean, because
you look at Sean McVay. Sean McVay is going to retire or walk away from the game at 30-something years old because he needs to, like,
But no,
what are you talking? You just won a Super Bowl. You're on a podium screaming, run it back, and you suck the next year. Like, what were the 5-win team?
But you know why he's leaving, though? He's leaving because the team can't do anything anymore. They've destroyed their team with cap space and all that. Like
That's a great example.
And draft picks.
For
That's why
everyone.
he's leaving.
Just when the tough get going, quit.
But that's what it is, though. That's why he's leaving.
When the going get tough,
If they were in the playoffs this year, would he be gone? If they were, if they were
no,
11
but
win-
he
11
understands that the longer he's there,
It's
the focus is
never
going to
gonna
go
win.
to him, and he's like this guru offensive mind that's so smart that that's so like player friendly, but they can't. That the team, if they suck for the next 3 years, everyone's going to look
suck
at
for the
him
next
and
5
say,
years.
yeah, and say, what happened here, Mister Know-it-all,
Yeah.
like offensive mind? Like,
So that's
how
the
come
thing
you
is-
can't win?
The thing is, he's gonna step away for a year or two, and then you'll
Did
see
he
his
just
name.
sign a contract extension?
Yeah, but
So if you step away, do you not make that money? If you
I don't think
step away-
I don't think you make the money, but they control your rights. So it's like Sean Payton. I don't think made any money last year.
So
but
if they
have to
fire
trade
you,
for Payton.
if they fire
If
a
they
head
fire
coach,
you, then-
you get all your salary. If
Yeah.
you don't coach on your own, like if you say
don't
I
think
am
you get
not
paid.
coaching, they don't pay you.
I don't think you get paid.
All right, good. Don't get paid.
But for him though, wouldn't it make more sense? You take the year away, then next year when all the coaching thing comes up, you get to basically pick your own place.
No, because then the team has to have
They'll trade for you.
compensation.
Yeah, but they'll trade. Like, somebody will give up a first-round pick for him. And you go pick your spot.
First round pick.
That's what they're saying that they'll get for Sean Payton's a first-round pick.
Here's my. I don't get this too. Okay,
Belichick was a
So-
first-round pick.
this McVay, who's the Packers head coach?
LaFleur, he
LaFleur.
sucks.
Okay, so McVay, LaFleur, and wasn't Mike McDaniels all in,
He's in the
with
Shanahan
the
tree.
Redskins or with
Yeah,
the
the
Redskins?
Shanahan tree, yeah.
Weren't they all? They were all with the Redskins.
Yeah,
When were the Redskins ever good?
I know.
Like
RG3.
when were they ever like, oh, this is the Commanders, like these are the Commanders, they're like a playoff team or they're a good offense. They never were a good offense. They haven't been good since they had who was the white running back. They haven't been good in a long time.
Who?
John Riggins.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's the last time they were good.
That's a long.
Or
No,
the
they were okay
80s.
with RG3 that one year until they ruined him.
Not.
Until they
They
ruined
didn't
him.
do much.
They were in the
But
playoffs.
I'm just saying, like everyone gets so caught up
Look
in
at-
these
look
like
at Mike
these guys,
McCarthy.
these gurus. Mike McDaniels doesn't have the people skills to be a good
He
coach,
wishes it was cold.
huh?
He wishes it was cold.
I'm just saying.
Kissing Robert Saleh.
You have to have the ability.
Did you see that picture?
Yeah, I did. You can be a very smart person. I know smart people that are morons. Very smart, but complete idiots. Like, they have no common sense. They don't know, like, anything about how to interact with somebody. Socially awkward. Very smart. Mathematically smart. Football-wise, you could be very smart. But you have to have the ability to speak to a football player and have the football player understand what you're talking about. Feel like, okay, yeah, like, this makes sense. If you I just feel like McDaniels is kind of wacky. Like, he just seems wacky with the whole, like, even the Tua stuff with the head stuff, and then just his interviews are out of this world. Like, the players at first were probably like, yeah, this guy's cool. We like him. He's a lot different than B Flow. And then, like, you start to just get, like, tired of it. Like, okay, I get it. Like, you're quirky.
Yeah, but
I get it.
Don't the Dolphins look at it now and go, why the hell we get rid of B Flow?
I don't think they look at it that way. I think they look at it in the sense of, look what our first round draft pick was looking like until he got hurt, until he had the concussions. He was looking like we were the smartest guys by drafting Tua.
Yeah.
These dudes are all egotistical. They just want to, like, feel like their process. This is our process. This is our selection. This is who we handpicked. And look at them now. Like, look at what they did. Like, that's all they want. That's what they want. And that's why you see these GMs and these coaches. So, like, you look at the Tennessee Titans. So they fire the GM.
Yep. Fire the OC.
No, they fire the GM. And then they go on like a 6-game losing streak, right? Then after the season's over, they fire everybody offensively.
Yeah.
What about who paid Ryan? Like, you got Ryan Tannehill,
who took Malik Willis with a draft pick.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't throw the ball.
Like, is it
who
all
traded
the
away?
GM, or is that like,
who traded away A.J. Brown?
Oh, A.J. Brown.
I mean,
so, like,
that kind of hurts you offensively.
Is that Vrabel sitting there like, hey, come in the office here. Remember when you... And, I mean, I had nothing to do with this. I had no say in this. I'm just sitting here, and I'm letting you go because, we suck this year because you made these decisions. Like, there's input from the head coaches, input from everybody, the ownership, but they have these little scapegoats where they want to throw them out in front of the public. Like, see?
Yeah. Well, that's why they dump picks so quick too, right? Like, it used to be you gave a quarterback 3 or 4 years from getting drafted. Now it's like you get a year, 2 years, and
even Mac Jones, you gotta everyone's gotta admit, like, this year was kind of bullshit, like, unfair for him.
Yeah. I mean, he had such a big promising rookie year. The other thing too is people forget it's his second year in the NFL. His second year. Like, Joe Burrow took 3 years. Tua Tagovailoa, this was his third year where he started actually playing well. It takes some time.
It's tough because if you bring in somebody else, don't bring in Cliff Kingsbury. Like, first of all,
I just want anybody other than Matty P.
He doesn't seem like a guy that would, like, knowing that he has a guaranteed contract, he's going to take a year off, he's going to bro it out. He's going to travel, do all the broski stuff.
I don't think he's going to coach.
He'll go do like some he'll go to some training camps and like hang out.
Yeah, it's not an option for him to coach. I
don't think he wants to coach. I think these guys are just like, I'm making money. That's why I don't know why Matty P was still making $5 million for 2 years after he was fired.
3 years, I think.
And then Joe Judge is still going to get paid for like.
They're still getting paid.
Yeah, they're still making money.
Yeah,
like $5 million. Yeah. It's a joke. They should take away guaranteed contracts for coaches.
Especially if you sign it. If you go sign somewhere else.
If you're not good, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
That's it. Why is that so hard?
I know. It's crazy.
How do the players have no leverage, but the coaches do?
So who do you want to see as the Patriots offensive coordinator?
I love Billy O. I mean, I'm more pro Billy O because I was with him and, like, I just know his style. Because he's like a no bullshit type of guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mac he would probably benefit from a guy like Billy O. Like how Billy O is like stern but yet supportive, but he'll still bitch you out. Like he'll still like motherfuck you.
Yeah.
I think you need that. And I'm sure Mac being at Alabama with Billy O, because he was at Alabama with Mac.
I think Billy
They'll
O
have a relationship.
wasn't the OC when he was there. I think he was coming
there
in.
though.
He was
But
coming
I'm still,
in.
he knows.
Yeah. He
like,
knows Billy O. He has to know him.
So you would hope that there's a decent or some type of relationship there.
Yeah. No, I think Billy O would be good. But I'm also looking at, like, if it's not Billy O, who is it? And I think a guy like Nick Caley, who's been with the team that long.
I don't think they'll do it from within, because
I think they will.
Nick Caley, if Nick Caley takes the step up, which maybe he's capable of, is Bill willing to give him the reins on a new protection system, like a new name, like everything? Or are they going to stay like Matty P came in and redid the whole offense, like created an offense.
Line coach.
Huh?
He's the offensive line coach also, Matty P.
I'm saying he came in and
I know he redid everything.
So if Nick Caley is the guy you hire, or he can't use the stuff from last year, like is he gonna come and redo his own? Like you need a guy that's got a tested offensive system, that's been in the league a long time, that has experience with multiple quarterbacks, multiple personalities, not a first-time offensive coordinator, somebody that's been there. And
I think you could do either. I think you could do a veteran offensive coordinator like Billy O, or I think you could take a guy like Nick Caley or even Zach Robinson, who was like the passing game coordinator and quarterbacks coach for the Rams.
I think he went back to, didn't the Rams guy go to
Rams
Kentucky?
OC went back to Kentucky. He's not the OC.
Got it.
Zach Robinson. He actually was drafted by the Patriots.
Really?
Yeah, he's quarterback. I could see like Brian Hoyer being the quarterback's coach.
No, he ain't gonna do that. You don't want to do that. Why the hell would you do that? You just stole money.
A coach?
Because he has the opportunity to be a head coach quickly.
He's been doing it now for 5 years, 4 years.
Very quick. That's quick.
I understand that.
He wasn't even an assistant.
You don't think Brian Hoyer could do the same thing though?
No. I don't think Brian Hoyer could be a head coach in 5 years.
I don't know. I think he could.
I
think the quarterbacks have it easier. Look at like Kevin O'Connell.
I don't think
Kellen Moore is going to
like,
be a
what
head
do
coach.
you want with? Everyone's different. Everyone has a different, like, what are their aspirations?
Well,
some guys,
but that's what
I don't want to be a coach because I want to be like around for my family. I want to like.
Yeah, you know what?
I don't want to
100-hour weeks.
I don't want to move every 3 to 5 years. I don't want to literally be.
Well, that's why Josh
office.
McDaniels stayed here.
Yeah, but I'm saying like McDaniels, his kids still go to school here.
Yeah, they still live here.
So I know coaches that move to the next place and their family stays back and they don't ever move. Like they literally just don't see. They see their family when their season's over.
Yeah,
2 months a year. Never go to any of your kids' stuff. Never see your kids. Never see your wife. Like, what's that? Like, about money? Like,
oh, I know.
Certain people want to, they have like this aspiration to be, oh, I want to have $100 million in the bank. I want to have this. I want to be a coach. I want to have a title of this or a DC or a head coach. Like, no. No, I don't know many guys that want to do that.
Yeah, but that's what you have to figure out with your next OC, right? Because if you get the experienced guy like a Billy O'Brien, how long do you have him for?
I mean, I would say
versus a first-time
if you're
OC.
Bill and you talk to Billy O because he's from here, you would say, Billy O, we really need you. We would love to have you as our OC, and I'm not going to guarantee it, but I can't see myself coaching forever. You would be a great person that would be considered a head coach here in New England.
But you still can't guarantee that because Bill O'Brien has jumped at the opportunity to be a head coach. He's always jumped at it. He hasn't got the opportunity.
Who wouldn't be a head coach?
I know.
If you're gonna give me a head coaching job.
But the problem is, right?
Dude, I was working with Jeff Saturday. He freaking jumped ship just to go be a head coach. Why?
Yeah,
easy money.
They're saying he might actually be the head coach next year too. But the thing with Billy O though is, so if you're Billy O'Brien, right, and You can see the carousel of coaches in the NFL, right, happen every single year. Even when they don't think stuff's going to happen, there's people get fired and there's new coaches. But so next offseason, when teams are looking for coaches, and say you bring Billy O here to be the OC, and all of a sudden the Patriots vault themselves back to the top 10 in offense with Mac Jones, you don't think that he gets that? That's my phone. You don't think that he gets consideration to go be a head coach right then and there after 1 year?
Yeah.
But then what do you do then? So then
you hope that maybe Nick Caley.
But Nick Caley's going to leave, though, if you don't make him an OC. He's
This
been here
year?
8 years.
He's not leaving.
He's on a contract. His contract's up.
Maybe he does leave.
But that's the thing is, so that's why, like, yes, for the quick fix to put in somebody like Billy O'Brien, it'll go very fast, right? Because he's going to take no holds barred. Bill's going to let him do whatever he wants to do, probably. He's going to come in, fix the offense and everything. But you have to have that in your mind that he could be gone the next year, as opposed to giving a guy a shot like Caley or Zach Robinson, and then that way you get them for 3 or 4 years.
I don't think they have the... I honestly feel like this season coming up, this next season will be a massive year for Bill. Either he's going to be here or not. If they have another season like this year, I don't think the Crafts will keep Bill. I don't.
I think they will.
How? Like if they're 500?
Because he's going to he'll get ready to pass Shula's record.
So you're going to
to be here.
You're going to meander and not have the ultimate goal of being a Super Bowl champion just to look out for a record? That's ridiculous.
You say it's all about the money, right? It's always about the money. Money comes first.
It is. It's a business. Your fans are not going to hang. The fans. I went to a Cincinnati. I worked the Cincinnati game. There was 40,000 people there.
It was Christmas Eve.
There was nobody there.
It was Christmas Eve. And it was freezing.
I'm telling you, if they suck next year, they're going to start losing the fan base.
They're years out to get season tickets. Years.
Well, people aren't. The prices are going to go down.
Well, they can't go up. This beer right here is $11 a can.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's not. It's you can't
fans
just.
Aren't going anywhere.
You can't say like they're going to keep Bill here just to pass the Shula record.
What
they want to win?
But what are the optics if you fire Bill Belichick? The optics are not good for them.
I'm not saying they're going to do that this year. I'm saying if another year goes by and they haven't won a game they haven't been in the playoffs and they haven't won, and they look like they do this year.
What are the odds that they don't improve when a huge portion of their team are rookies this year and they're all going to take the next step?
It's 50-50.
It's not 50-50.
Just like last year. They did the same last year. They went to the playoffs. They lost. They got their ass beat in the playoffs. But they regressed from last year.
But why did they regress? Their defense got better.
Did their defense get better, or did their defense get better against shitty teams?
The defense got better.
Against who? They got beat by
the Bills. They let up 2 touchdowns.
Dude, the Bills. Every single quarterback that they played that was a good quarterback destroyed them.
But Allen didn't really destroy them though this time. He didn't.
Allen made some insane plays.
Yes, but it doesn't matter how good your defense is. Allen is going to make insane plays. That's the way he is. It doesn't matter how good your defense is. Do you think anybody in the NFL, any defense, would have stopped those 2 touchdowns from happening?
I don't see.
Their defense got better this year. It 100% did. You can't. They're every part of their defense, their pass rush, they led the league in hurries. Their linebacker play was better. Their safety play was better. Their corners were better. I mean, every part of their defense was better. The problem with the team is that offensively they regressed. And what was the major difference on the team? It was offensive coordinator. That was the difference.
I don't think they give him multiple years to. It's Bill Belichick. Yes, he's won a lot of things for you. Yes, but like they have to do something from this year to next year. They can't not make the playoffs. They can't not be in contention. Like they can't.
But would they let Bill go break Shula's record for insert team, Tennessee Titans, like whatever team they come up with? Well, would the Crafts want him to go break the record on another team?
I don't know. I don't think they would, but
Yeah, they're not going to.
Did they want Tom to go to another team and win a Super Bowl?
See, everybody acts like that.
I don't think they did.
Patriots' choice. I don't think it was the Patriots' choice of why
didn't
Tom
offer
left.
him
Tom
any
left because he
money.
wanted.
They offered him $15 million.
They offered him everything they could offer at that point.
No, that's bullshit. The salary cap is all BS anyway.
You really think Tom Brady said, "I'm leaving to go to the Buccaneers because they paid me $7 million more"?
Yeah, I mean, he
didn't.
Yeah, and
No,
they
he
also
didn't.
had a plethora of talent.
That's what I mean. That's why he went to the Buccaneers. He
But
looked,
they also
he looked at the
paid him
Patriots.
20.
and
They gave
he's
him
like,
$40 million bucks.
Over 2 years.
Yes, the Patriots were not even close to that. They were like $15 million.
But who knows what they actually offered him at the end? They could have offered him 20, 25
1
million
year,
bucks.
$15 million. That's what the offer was.
But the difference is, though, when he looks at it, when he was looking at it, he's like, okay, I can go play with the Buccaneers with this stacked team, or I can stay here with the Patriots.
Think of it this way.
I have my tight end, my number one tight end is Ryan Izzo, and my number one receiver was N'Keal Harry.
I'll paint this picture. I can go to Tampa for $40 million fully guaranteed,
it's not the money.
Or the Patriots for 15.
It wasn't the money. He's chasing the ring. That's what it was. He didn't want to play with Belichick.
The money has a lot to do with it.
He didn't want to play for Belichick anymore.
The money has a good amount to do with it because it's all about the money represents how much do we appreciate what you have done for us and what you bring to the table. When you lowball me, it makes you think that you don't give a shit and you could go pay somebody else or you can go get it somewhere else. Nope, I'm not doing it. Go find somebody else, pay him $15 million, and see what you get. And they got Cam Newton.
When all this comes out, because that's all they could afford. When all this comes out, and everything, in 5 years or 10 years, when there's a 30 for 30 or something like that, I can almost guarantee when Brady talks about it, it will not be. He didn't leave because of the money. It wasn't the money.
No, it'll be because he felt unappreciated.
You can say that all you want.
That's money too. Isn't money unappreciation? Like that's a reflection of being appreciated. If somebody is like, you know what, I appreciate you. Thank you for what you've done to me. That's why. How come when somebody's doing really well for you, you feel like giving them a little bonus? Let me give you a little tip. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
But the thing is,
it goes a long way.
You could have given him $30 million a year. You could have pat him on the back. Give him rubs on his shoulders all the time. And if he was going to be 6-10 that year, he wouldn't stay.
I personally think there's a lot of factors that go into this. A lot of factors that I've experienced. There's many things that go into this, and many things that reflect appreciation, but also in football, there's some massive egos. There's some it's me, it's my way, my way or the highway, and that's the majority of the reasons.
No, you agree with that. I agree with that. But so I want to get to the Belichick thing because you obviously know Belichick pretty well. You played for him and everything, and his press conference, exit press conference or whatever it is.
That's all calculated.
I know, but when people are talking about now, the whole narrative, he doesn't want Mac Jones because he didn't endorse him, whatever. Do you really think Bill, even if he 100% was like, I want Mac Jones as my quarterback, he's not going to say it during that press conference?
He's not gonna, no, it's the way he is. He's not going to shower you with compliments.
Yeah.
He's going to say, oh, wow, Mac Jones is one of the best quarterbacks, and I feel like sky's the limit for Mac Jones.
Yeah, he's not going to do it.
No, he's going to say Mac Jones... Yeah,
he can play quarterback in the NFL. We need to work on this.
That's the way Bill is. He's not going to overpraise. He's not going to, unless you're retiring, then he'll really talk you up. That's about it.
That's why I think Slater and Devin are gone because
that's the only way he talks you up is when you're not there.
He talked you up a lot, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying. When I was sitting there, I'm like, fuck, you liked me? I thought he hated me. Wouldn't pay me. It's just.
So,
yeah.
And then the other thing is we talked about it earlier, which was the comment about being the 27th or 28th or 29th in cash spending over the last 3 years. You don't think that's a shot? Do you think that was a shot at Robert Kraft, or do you think that was just him defending himself?
I think it's like everyone like on the outside talking about like, oh, well, they don't have this or they don't have that. I think it's an excuse to say, well, look, why we don't have that. We don't have a big time number one receiver. We didn't pay anybody. Like this is why we're lacking in certain areas. Like feels like a kind of an excuse.
Yeah, you don't think it was a shot at Robert Kraft, though?
No, I mean, maybe it was, but I feel like it was more of an explanation for why they didn't have top talent.
I think it was an explanation. I think it was setting him up for his meeting with Robert Kraft to go over, listen, if you want to get back to the Super Bowl, we have to spend some money here. We have to go over the cap. We have to put the money out there. We have to sign a big-time wide receiver. We have to sign a linebacker. We have to sign a tackle. Like, I think he was setting up to get all that stuff done, and we may have to pay Mayo extra money. We may have to pay, this person extra money. Like, I think that's what it'll be.
Yeah, they'll pay. I don't know what they're gonna do with Mayo, but they got to keep him around. They got to keep Mayo.
Yeah, have to keep Mayo, especially if you lose Slater and McCourty, because Mayo's a link to the old Patriot way.
My picks are over, by the way. Fucking done.
I destroyed you.
Fuck. I hate that too. Punch you.
Told you. Want to do some of the comments, I guess? Or
yeah, let's do it.
Patriots fans need to rally around Mac. He is our future. I agree.
It's your only shot.
It is your only shot, though.
It's your only shot. What are you going to do?
That's what I
mean.
Go
find somebody? Get Jimmy G?
Yeah. You're going to go trade up in the draft, trade away future picks to go get a quarterback
Zappy?
You don't know?
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Zappy. Jesus Christ. Will Bill blame some of this power struggle?
Hold on 1 second. We got a phone call from the wife.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Hello, babe.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the pod right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd be done.
We're close. All right. I'll call you back when I'm done. Hey. Hey. Am I picking the kids up? I'm picking the kids up. Yep, I got them. Okay. Got it. I'll see you later. Bye.
We'll rifle through this quick then. Will Bill blame some of this power struggle on Jonathan Kraft being more and more involved?
No.
Yeah, no. How much is Kraft blowing this up? Like blowing up the coaching staff team?
No, maybe offensively.
I think he'll have something to say now on the coaching staff. I think that's it. How much will Bill Belichick hate Kraft wanting to step over from above? How much will Bill hate that Kraft is getting involved, basically?
They traded Jimmy G.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Kraft.
Yeah. Jonnu Smith done with the Pats? They can't. His cap hit's too high. And the one thing with Jonnu Smith,
he'll be back next year?
Yeah, he has like $18 million in
Wouldn't that be
money.
awesome to just be like,
They can't. But do you know Jonnu Smith actually had he was on the Patriots with the third most broken tackles. He had 11 on 22 touches.
Really?
Yeah, and he was third most on the Patriots.
Wow.
Hunter Henry, I don't think broke a single tackle.
That's crazy.
It seems like maybe he should have been used a little bit more.
Figure something out, huh?
Other than having a new OC next year, what's the biggest off-season need?
Offensive line.
Yeah, offensive tackles.
Yep.
Are McCourty and Slater going to retire?
They're emotional.
Or was it to try to get the paycheck? We should bring Dev on the show since he wants to put you in line. Just ask him straight out. We'll get some wine or whatever he can have. He doesn't drink beer. We'll get some like Opus One. He drinks all of the high end stuff. Get a few glasses in him and then see if he'll spill the beans on it. I think it's 50-50 on them.
Yeah.
Going back. We already went over this. Patriots are a mediocre football team at best. I think they have a lot of talent on their team. Mac looked better today than 90% of the season. Different game without the kickoff returns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Do you stay with Mac next year?
Yes.
Matt Chatham told me Brian Hoyer might be the new OC. What do you think about that?
I don't see it.
I don't see how you go from concussed quarterback to
I don't
OC.
see it.
Let's see. I'm sick, and as a fan of the Patriots, I'm very upset with how Bill handled this season.
It's a bad season.
I can't wait to see what this team does in the offseason because this was hard to watch all year.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yeah. All right, so you want to pick the playoff rounds?
It's over. I'm conceding.
Yeah, but we can just...
Yeah, we'll pick them, but it's... Fuck.
You just got destroyed this year. Just demoralized. You thought
That's
you
all
had it.
bullshit. You know,
Thought you had it
were
all the
picking
time.
everything I picked, so I had to...
Oh, stop.
I'm just saying, I had to go opposite sometime. I had to go opposite. So sick of just saying picks all and all.
Must be hard to figure out like what you picked.
You
and
know,
all that.
I'd pick a team, you'd be like, yeah, I'll go same team.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Let's see.
What's
For pick, we got Seahawks 49ers.
49ers?
49ers.
See?
You think I'm going to pick the fucking Seahawks?
Pick the Seahawks.
Chargers at Jaguars.
Jaguars. Go Chargers.
I'll go Chargers.
Go Chargers.
Yeah, I'll go Chargers for you.
All right. There's 5 away.
Dolphins at the Bills.
Bills.
What, are you mad that I picked the Bills?
That's 5.
Giants at the Vikings.
I'm going Giants.
I'll go Vikings.
It's 4. 4 away.
Ravens at the Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm interested in this pick that you're going to make here. Cowboys at the Buccaneers.
Bucks. Go Cowboys.
It's so hard.
It is hard. They suck.
It's hard because
They're bad.
Yeah.
Go boys.
But so are the Buccaneers, though.
I know.
I'll go Cowboys.
Yeah, that's 3. I'm 3 away.
I'll go Cowboys.
Yes.
All right, so
3.
Are you least excited about next season for the Patriots?
I'm excited. I want to see what they do. I'm excited to see what they do. Like, what are their moves? Make some moves, please. Do something. Do it.
What?
And if they don't do shit, people are going to be going nuts. Matty P, the OC. What if they don't do anything? What if nothing changes?
That'd be. I don't. But
Gosh.
the email that came out by the Crafts, I think
When are they going to
There's
do
no
it,
way
though?
they can
You
make
don't
a
have a ton of time here.
But everybody, that's the problem. Is everybody's like, well, why don't you just go hire an OC now? You can't. Like, you can't even interview them yet. You can't interview candidates. And the thing is, if you're going to go
bad.
hire a coordinator, there's like Rooney Rule and stuff like that. Like, you gotta.
Yeah,
It's not
takes
like
time,
a
yeah.
2-second process. The only way it would be is if you hire the person not as the OC. They're like a senior football assistant or whatever that calls the plays. That's the only way you can get around it. So, I mean, I think it'll be around the Super Bowl is when they'll have it done.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably working on it.
Couple weeks. The old
I'm
39 years old.
The one I thought might happen early is Cam McCord getting fired.
Yeah, what the hell are they waiting on?
Unless they're just going to move him.
They're going to move him. He's still going to be like, they're not going to title special teams coordinator.
I think Joe Judge
Judge is going to help.
I still don't understand why they didn't have Joe Judge like run it anyway.
I don't know.
It's going to be crazy. They're going to have a whole new like kicking staff, right? They're going to have a new punter and new kicker.
Yeah.
They have
need
to.
Old man Folk. Peg leg. That's like what would be funny Halloween costume? You in a Nick Folk uniform.
It would be the same build. Probably kicking the same distance and everything.
Like the same. Can I get a football pants and a Folk jersey and pads? Put the whole thing on.
I'll wear it.
Oh God, it would be
Nick Folk.
funny.
I'll
Yeah.
just walk up to people's houses and kick the ball. Just kick it. Just have you hold
This
it.
is Nick Folk. I guarantee people would the beard. People would be like, no, it's not. But
Yeah.
we could make people would be like, that is Nick Folk.
Yeah, 100%. With the same, definitely the same build.
Oh, that's so funny.
I could probably get it the same distance.
You might.
Isn't it bad though that game that they decided to take an illegal procedure and kick it out of bounds?
What was the one where he like peg legged it and it like bounced off the crossbar out?
That
Or
wasn't
like
that
was
game.
short. It was short. Remember the one he did like kick short?
Yeah, it was like a 35-yard field goal, 40-yard field goal.
So bad.
Indoor. Wasn't that one indoors too?
He's like old. He needs to retire. When you're like old and a kicker, just retire.
You just think there would be people out there you can go get though.
Yeah, like some young kid that could pound it for 60
They have
yards
one on the
out.
practice squad though. That's the thing I didn't understand. Like what you have what's his name? Tristan something. He's a big leg kicker. They have him on the practice squad. Why wouldn't you have just elevated him for that game?
I don't know. They needed a backup quarterback, maybe.
No, because they've
So
only been running
stupid.
with Zappy.
I know,
Zappy and
I
Mackey.
know, but like I don't get through third string quarterbacks. Like you could have an extra somebody else. Like I don't get why teams do that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's so stupid.
But we'll have to get McCourty on the show. He wants to come on.
Bring him on.
Telling
He's going to
you.
be a media man
Opus
now.
One.
He's going right into
Yeah,
media.
we'll start him.
Him and his brother, they're going to be like the Barber twins.
It'll be like Manning cast. It'll be a McCourty cast.
That'll be it.
It'll be on Amazon Prime.
Just a couple of milk duds.
Just talking about the game. They'll actually be good together.
They will. So I
You'd
want to
watch
see
it?
them fight. I want to see, like, I need to talk to their mom and be like, what's something that would really piss them off, like, against each other, and just see if them, like,
Like a Step Brothers fight.
yeah. Like,
Just they're out in the yard.
I'm going to go put my balls on your drum set.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah!
You were outside screaming rape.
I honestly thought I was going to be raped.
But
Just let it shower over you.
I think that's a
Although
good.
that's a great movie.
That's a really good movie.
Go watch it.
I forgot when we were talking about Will Ferrell movies too. I forgot to include one that I watched last night. It was on The Campaign.
Oh,
That's
the
unbelievable.
best. The best. That one's so funny.
Yeah,
The pull when he's getting pulled over.
and he has
He got
rolls the window
$100
up.
bill. He's like, oh, it's
Then he just
so
takes
funny.
off out of the car.
So funny. One of the best. He's done a lot of funny ass, like, funny movies. He's a funny man. What if he's like that in real life?
Supposedly he is.
I'd love to just meet him. Is he just
Well, how
fucking
you
hilarious.
met the father from Step
Yeah,
Brothers?
but I'm saying, like,
was he
he's-
funny?
No, he was just like an old man. He looked like his liver spotted hands were just a normal old man with his wife traveling on Amtrak. Like, who travels on an Amtrak?
Doesn't get too many royalties from that movie anymore.
I'm sure they get a good amount. Those freaking guys.
Who travels on Amtrak? You do.
I know. I'm getting
You go on Amtrak today?
yeah, $4.50.
Out of Providence?
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I just need to hit the lottery, the big one. It's like one
Friday?
point. It's like
1.6 billion or something like that?
I would just. Huh? What?
Yeah. Fuck
Huh?
you.
What'd you
See
say?
you later.
Fuck you. Get out of here. Smack your ass. Sign the contract. Smack your ass. All right. I'm out.
All right, but yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
get
a
canceled
wrap.
soon.
Make sure to check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our link on there on Dan
Do
and
it.
Ninko.
Do it.
We have a lot of views, but nowhere near the amount of
Yeah,
subscribers
no
per
one likes
views.
to follow us. We're
Yeah,
losers.
we need followers.
All right.
Yeah,
See you guys.
but check us out next week. Visit us on Facebook, Twitter, danandninko.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all 9 yards. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.